All right, quick update. I'm supposed to be starting a job soon. Actually, this Sunday should be the first day, so I'll have actual like income money which I can use to leverage, which is fucking awesome because I'm thinking about it and like let's say someone's paying like $800 or something a month for rent, which is cheap. That's kind of hard to find unless you're living in a tiny little in a little tiny ass fucking studio apartment, right? And you don't have all this fucking room to fucking run around in. I'm not going to have that issue, so I can reinvest all that money that I would be spending on rent into mentorship programs, gym. Gym. I can go find join a fighting gym. I can scale up all of my operations as far as the my endeavors for a social media empire. To that regard, I've been messing around more on Twitter. I think there's definitely like a 90-10 rule, 80-20, whatever, where it's just fucking around, but then like you find that link or you find that person that sets you up with another person. Like I went on to started fucking around on Twitter just to kind of support Andrew Tate. Uh, and of course, I got involved in other conversations and whatnot. One thing led to another. Now I'm like following several people that are very high up and influential. Oh, fuck. And I've got to well, I'm just telling myself another month as far as because I'll get my first paychecks in. Uh, I went to the VA, uh, so I was able to get antibiotics. But in the future, I should be able to get medication such that I'm not stuttering or with all these pauses. Like my brain works a lot better when I actually have medication. Seeing as I'm actually doing like I'm struggling, but I'm actually like halfway forcing myself to be functional without it. Like once I get the money, that was kind of a cool effect. Once I do get those things, definitely be scaling up. Actually, surprisingly, I got a decent amount. I commented on one of Jordan Peterson's posts on Twitter, and actually got a decent amount of engagement. I guess is what it's called. You know, for someone like me, yeah, that's it's a lot. Just having like, oh, 7,000 people seen this and 15 people liked it. Even though Jordan Peterson himself didn't see it, and kind of it tells me with consistency over time, like I will be known by the powers that be. To some extent, that's definitely a good thing because allies and mentors and platforms and a voice and all that sort of shit. On the other side, definitely going to be making a lot of enemies. So, also, Chat GTP. Oh man, I've got some great things to come out with some AI. As of course, I'm going to use AI in a way that nobody else is using it. Just this off the wall fucking way that, but I can't. I really don't want to blow up or use the fucking cheat codes. Like June's coming up, right? It's a fucking gay pride month bullshit. Uh, I'm trans, whatever. So like I can use the cheat code of like saying I hate to fucking interject this, whatever, but I could be like trans women or men, right? And I could put that on a YouTube video and it could go potentially viral, some bullshit because like, oh my god, so many people are gonna get offended and so many people are gonna love it, and blah blah blah. The problem is that where I'm at, and I need more technology that can be bought with money. I need to better secure myself and my environments because everybody could just look. Okay, we know where you are. I don't need no fucking internet fucking keyboard warriors fucking sending the fucking dogs on me, sicking the fucking dogs on me, whatever. Which to some extent I've already dealt with. I've already dealt with people of the authorities. It was actually all right. There was, I guess it was a report or some bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Fucking handcuffed me, put me in the car. Uh, and then it was like, whatever, search the place. So they searched the place. And I'm like, yo, I've got a fucking job coming up. I just got my fucking ID, my paperwork. And so they're like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just make sure you get your stuff out, blah, blah, blah. But because because I got the place cleaned up, all that sort of shit. Like, obviously, I'm not destroying the place. Obviously, I'm actually keeping it kind of better than if it was just like people were just coming in randomly. Because then they'd come up here and they'd just do like whatever. You know, I'm going to use a terrible example and to say they're doing heroin. There'd be dirty needles everywhere. Because, you know, obviously I want to paint the worst picture possible. Fucking cigarette butts everywhere, fucking so on and so forth. So yeah, they come up here and find no bullshit. Seeing I'm fucking keeping everything clean, whatever. Like, oh, you can't be here, but we're gonna let you go. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And so here we still are. However, if I get too big and controversial all at once, that can fuck me up. So probably about the middle of June, I'm expecting to really, really take off on the various platforms and expand out to other ones because I'll have a hard drive, a laptop, all those like wonderful basic things most people take for granted. But I can't take shit for granted because, like, look where I live. Although it's pretty fucking awesome. Uh, I'm just trying to come out of a little bit of a slump. Like, I'll have a couple days where I don't feel. I just like it's not that I don't feel like it. It's that my brain's like, and you don't fucking want to work. And I'll still try to do stuff. Like I still got my training stuff. I was gonna try to make this like 10 minutes. That way, I know I've covered a decent amount of like this and that, blah blah blah. But yeah, I got my training stuff. That's actually something cool to talk about. So like, hit this thing. That's pretty cool. You know, the one guy who does the sword videos, he's got like the paper he cuts. But I got this is actually pretty even decent. It like I did have like a. Is there anything in there left? I don't think there's really anything left in there, but it still works. Trying to do this weird. Hold the cam. I'm looking at the camera. So and I've been definitely getting good practice in. What else have we got? My throwing is not what it needs to be. So I'm always throwing to the right. But like I got, you know, because throwing's a very basic thing. And you see how long it takes me to walk? Most people's houses, they'd be like, boom, you've walked to the end of the other house, or you walk to the end of their house, or you walk to like a wall. Here, it's just like I could run back and forth. I could do sprints. But you see that? Like, I can practice throwing. Although, of course, usually I do it from farther back. But normally I throw way off to the left for some reason. Yep. So I'm working on that. I got my little game table thing set up a little bit more. Just washed it off today. Trying to have it as nice and shiny as Andrew Tate's fucking fancy table. I don't know. I guess there's like basic survival shit that I can get into, but it's really. This is more just a general update, and plus I'm going to be commenting on Mr. Hassan's videos and whatnot. So I want to have something up of my newfound progress or more recent progress. You know, got a little gym going here. I mean, doing pretty good for being homeless. This is how you live in home. This is how you be homeless and live in style. And on that note, I will close it here at 10 minutes. Boop.